everybody, Ghostblade 1062 here with another rolling stock review. Today we will be looking at two Fad type self-unloading coal dump cars made by Roco in the DB Shankar paint scheme. And now let's move on to the unboxing. Alright, so here we have the two cars in their jewel cases that Roco uses. And when I purchased these, I accidentally purchased a duplicate cars, so I do actually have two of the same road number, which, looking at the side of the right side of the packaging here, we see that they are identical. Near the top here we have the Roco logo followed by the product ID, this being 6500001. It is an Era 6 car from the Deutsche Bahn under their DB Schenker division. And its road number is 81806633-011-4, and then we have a line drawing of the car. On the back of the box we have the manufacturer address, as well as an age restriction warning and the product barcode, as well as the manufacturer website. And now, opening up the box, we have the car sitting in a clear plastic cradle. And also included underneath we have a little baggie of detail parts, including some grab irons, as well as other components. And we have some paperwork included. Here we have a list of spare parts, as well as an exploded diagram, oiling instruction, coupler change instruction, as well as load removal instructions. The separately fitted parts, however, I will not be using, as they make the car not fit back into its packaging properly. That's car number one, and now to take the other one out. Here we go. And again, these are identical cars with identical road name and road numbers. And next, we can move on to the detail overview section of the video. Alright, time to take a closer look at these two dump cars. I did remove the coal load from one so that we will be able to look at both the inside and the outside of the car. But we'll start with the loaded car. Starting on the end here, we have our two buffers, and alongside that we have the framing for the main body, which on this car isn't attached quite properly, as we can see a clear line here of separation. So that wasn't quite attached right. I just had to apply a bit of pressure and that evened it out. We do also have an electrical warning sign here on the car body. Moving on to the side, we have the DB Schenker logo. And below that, running along the center of the side, we have our main hinge detailing for the side panels, which on the prototype do open up to unload the car. Moving on, we have the road number, this being 81806633-011-4. We also have the car length. We have our capacity information as well. And all of this is nice and legible. The whole body itself is plastic. And moving down, we do have some more detailing along the bottom here for the latching mechanism, which all of this is molded in. We also have our separation here between the two panels, which can also be used for steps, if I recall correctly. Looking at the trucks, we have some basic leaf spring suspension detailing and basic brake detailing, but all in all, these trucks aren't very detailed, which is unfortunate. Moving on to the rear end of the car. Right, we have our buffers again, but right above them we have a spot to stand on with handrails, which is separately fitted, and we also have our separately fitted plastic brake wheel here. And again, moving on to the other end of the car, other side, we have all of the same detailing. From the top of the car, we have our semi-realistic coal load, which I will be upgrading off camera to look more realistic. And looking at the underside of the car, we see our NEM shafts, which our couplers are sitting in. We have some basic frame detailing, as well as our brake cylinder and air lines here, but all in all, not overly detailed. And we'll move on to the second car, which I removed the coal load from, so we can take a look inside. So inside we have our angled support, which allows for better flow out of the car for the coal. We also have our center support beam and divider here. This reinforces the main body of the car, as well as we can see on either end we have a vertical support supporting up the ends of the car. We can see in a number of spots where the plastic is quite thin through the bleed through of light, which is somewhat unfortunate, as Roco usually makes pretty good quality product, so seeing this is kind of disappointing. But as all in all, the car has a decent weight to it, and I didn't point this out on the other car, but here near the springs for the couplers, we can see the weight underneath the frame here. And next, we will move on to the rip track segment of the video. Time for the rip track segment. To start with, we are going to verify the wheel gauge of the two cars. Starting on the rear truck of car number 1, axle 1 is engaged but deep flanges. Axle 2 is engaged. Axle 3 is engaged. And axle 4 is engaged. So car number 1, all 4 axles are engaged, but have very deep flanges. Now for car number 2, axle 1, engage. Axle 2, engage. Axle 3, engage. And axle 4, engage. Again, all the axles are engaged, so now we can move on to changing out the couplers to knuckle couplers. Coupler 1 out. And new coupler in. Coupler number 2 out. New coupler in. Car number 2. Coupler 1 out. New coupler in. Coupler 2 is out. And new coupler is in. Just like that, we've swapped out all 4 couplers. And now, we just need to verify the coupler height. Car number 1, front coupler. Height is spot on. And rear coupler, height is spot on. Now for car number 2, the rear coupler, height is spot on. And for the front coupler, height is spot on as well. And as you may have noticed, I've taken the coal load out of the second car now as well. And I just have them off to the side here waiting for the glue to dry, as I have gone through and upgraded, well, modified the coal load to look a bit more realistic. And now we have the cars ready for the test track, and I will return once the coal loads are dry and ready to go. Alright everybody, this concludes my review of the new Fad type self-unloading dump cars from Roco in the DB Schenker scheme. All in all, the cars are smooth runners. I did end up upgrading the coal load as well on them. And the couplers are hooking up nicely that I put in. All in all, I am a bit disappointed in the quality of the cars though, as when we checked the inside there was a lot of bleed through of light, as well as the one car, the top half of the body wasn't attached properly, and I had to push it back into place. So that is a bit lackluster in quality control from Roco, especially compared to their usual work. That being said, they do run very smoothly on the track, and all in all, a decent addition to the collection and addition to my coal train. That being said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment, and subscribe for more model railroad content. Have a great day, everybody!